Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to you all. Welcome you all to our second edition of talk series, which is Let's Share. These are personal stories about hope, courage, and positivity. Primarily, we cover caregivers and cancer survivors and what was their journey all about. When we talk about emotional front, that spiritual front, what all it was that a patient went through. So today we have our fourth speaker, Deepa. Hi, Deepa.
Hi Madhu. Hi everyone.
So we'll just come back to you, Deepa. But before that, let me just share a few information for our viewers. In case if our video gets stuck, then please, Deepa will be there and be with us. Deepa will be there. If you have any questions, please let us know. Deepa will address those questions. And Deepa, you can please carry on with the talk. I'll try and join immediately because it's raining and I don't know how the network will be. But we will try our very best. So before we start, let me just give a brief intro about CAPIT. CAPIT stands for Cancer Awareness, Prevention and Early Detection Trust. And if you have been through our social media handles, you will get to know that we have primarily working in cervical cancer, and we are a grassroots NGO, and it's been 6 years. Till date, we have reached out to 14 million people in terms of online campaigns and stuff, and we have screened more than 10,000 people till date. So to know more about CAPIT, please go through our social media handles and you can get more updates. As I said, this is our fourth and the last speaker for this talk. So a few lines about Deepa. Deepa has been a breast cancer survivor, and the way she lives her life is, it's so beautiful. She's been a housewife, and post cancer, she started her journey, and how amazingly she started, and with a lot of self confidence, and full of life. And it was so mesmerizing and so beautiful to hear her story. And I would just want that, Deepa, it's better that you start with your journey and let our viewers know what exactly was your experience. Let's just hear it from you now. Over to you, Deepa.
Okay, thank you Madhu. Hello everyone. I want to just say one word about myself that cancer has made me fearless. So now a two-time cancer winner, I proudly call myself a Sherni because cancer taught me how to face everything courageously and nothing is impossible. I got to know facing cancer. Cancer was tough, but I was made of tougher stuff. So cancer had to go, and that's why I proudly call myself a cancer winner.
Wow, cancer ki shade nahi. That's how you address yourself. So, Deepa, बहुत बेसिक सवाल, क्या कभी आपने सोचा था आपको कैंसर होगा? And also, when you found out that you have cancer, what was your first reaction towards it? Because cancer जैसे हम वर्ड सुनते हैं, the first thing that comes to our mind is मुझे नहीं होना चाहिए और मेरी फैमिली में किसी को नहीं होना चाहिए. But unfortunately, as we know, इंडिया में ये नंबर बहुत बढ़े जा रहे हैं. So how did you react when you found out?
Of course, when cancer hit me, I was like, God, why me? A timid housewife, so doing everything for the family, and suddenly such a big shock. So the first question to God was, why me? But then I accepted the fact, cancer आ चुका है, and once यही है कि जब इतना बड़ा झटका दिया उसने, तो कुछ तो वो strength देगा कि नहीं. So that's exactly what happened with me. God gave me so much courage and strength, and I was ready to take it. Of course, I was shaken, but not broken. And when life is throwing lemons at you, why not make lemonade? So that's exactly what I did. मैंने उसको अपने, I accepted it wholeheartedly. So that made me easier. That made it easier.
So Deepa, as you mentioned that you were a housewife back then, हम अक्सर जब फील्ड में जाते हैं हमें और हम जब अवेयरनेस के लिए जाते हैं हमारा सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन प्राइमरीली होता है कि अ मदर does everything for everyone, but when it comes to her own self, खुद खुद की परवाह करना, तो वो सबसे एंड में अपने आप को रखती है. आई वॉन्ट टू नो कि वॉज दिस बैटल डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू, अगर आप एक हाउसवाइफ के फ्रंट से देखें, or is it something that gave you courage? What made you fight this cancer? And that too, keeping in mind all the things कि भाई मैं जो सबका ध्यान रख रही हूँ, now I have to stop everything and I have to take care of myself. Was it difficult, or how was this for you?
See, when cancer hit me, of course, family was a very big support. I was very timid and shy that time. और मुझे पहले तो believe नहीं हो रहा था. But looking at my family and looking at my 7-year-old daughter when she was 7 that time, I just wanted to survive this, you know. And मुझे ऐसा लगता था, of course, see, I was like, you know, उनके लिए जैसे मुझे देखने के लिए it was hard. So now she's going to be like, you know, ill. So I didn't want that trauma, you know, I didn't want them to go through that trauma. So what I did, I put up a face. Like ये जैसे आप देखते हैं duck when she's paddling, she's calm on the surface, but she keeps paddling underwater. So मैंने भी वैसा ही किया. I kept a very calm face, but I kept struggling down. And I said that no, मेरी जो struggle है, I will keep going with my struggle on my own. And of course, after cancer, usually it hit me, I really learned that self-care, self-love is very important. Love yourself was my motto. If you want to when you sit in an airplane, first put your oxygen mask and then my body. So that's exactly what I did. I helped myself because I wanted to take care of my family and I wanted to realize that.
I guess because there's something wrong with your voice, I guess. So, like it's, yeah, it's, so self care का आपने main वो चीज सीखी post cancer. So there's a line that you use for yourself, like love you zindagi, right? Am I? So वो कहाँ से आया और वो कब आया? क्या आप पहले अपनी जिंदगी से मोहब्बत नहीं करते थे, या वो कैंसर ने आपको अपनी जिंदगी से मोहब्बत करना सिखाया?
Yes, absolutely correct. First, मैंने अपने आप को हमेशा पीछे रखा था. How we women have a habit, you know, of putting ourselves behind and putting the family first, not taking care of our own self. But cancer taught me to love myself first. And love is going to be more Deepa Panjabi and God second life. When I call this as a second image of my life. I faced a miraculous when I first opened my eyes after my surgery. I was looking at miracle. I was like, the game is still on. I am alive. God has given me a second chance. So I wanted to live to the fullest. So now my motto is love you Zindagi and love me Zindagi.
Wow. So good. And I'll come back to that same question which I asked about housewife. आपने बोला कि जब दोबारा आपने कैंसर को फेस किया, that's when you realize how important self love and self care is, right? But वो फर्स्ट जर्नी में वो चीज क्यों नहीं आया, वो सेकंड जर्नी में क्यों स्ट्राइक किया? एंड इज देयर एनी मैसेज दैट यू वुड लाइक टू गिव टू आवर viewers who are housewife and who are battling this thing? What would be that message that आप उनको देना चाहेंगे? क्या प्रायोरिटाइज फैमिली को पहले करें?
मुझे जब
Yes, please.
नहीं, see, family को भी प्रायोरिटी. Of course, you have to keep the family first. बट उससे पहले जैसे मैंने बोला ना, एयरप्लेन में कैसे बोलते पहले अपना ऑक्सीजन मास्क पहनिए फिर दूसरों की मदद कीजिए. हेल्प योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड, यू नो. ऑफ कोर्स मैंने अपनी मदद की एंड आई केप्ट सच अ स्ट्रांग फेस इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम दैट जो मेरा ट्रॉमा था उनको आई डिडंट वांट देम टू सफर विद मी. सो आई केप्ट अ बैलेंस, you know. I took care of myself. Of course, I took care of them also during my cancer journey also. But जब वो second time cancer हुआ ना, that was like now no looking behind. First is love yourself.
So, how did you find out about this cancer?
So, I was just in the shower. So
Your video is stuck, Deepa.
But I had lost a very good friend of mine to breast cancer. So I didn't want this to happen to me. So I imaged into the I immediately went to the doctor. So जो मैंने delay नहीं किया ना, that helped me to जो जल्दी diagnose हुआ.
So,
Helped me to diagnose fast. The lump. Yeah.
so like Deepa said, अगर आपको कुछ भी फील होता है, प्लीज टेक एन एक्शन इमीडिएटली. हम हमेशा बोलते हैं हमारे इंडिया में प्रिवेंटिव हेल्थ केयर इज समथिंग दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल डोंट इवन थिंक अबाउट. Even if you have slightest indication about your body that something is just not right, please go and get yourself checked. So, like Deepa, जब उनको थोड़ा सा भी इंडिकेशन हुआ, the first thing that came to her mind was नहीं ये वो नहीं हो सकता. But what triggered her was I lost a very good friend to breast cancer, maybe or maybe not, so it is best I get myself checked and screened. So Deepa, over to you again. When you found out that you have cancer, first thought, as you said, was why me? But then what next?
See, what next was, of course, family support was there, and I wanted to survive. So मैंने बोला I will go to the best doctors, and जैसे जैसे doctors were telling me, I was going according to them. Like they told me that first they will try to save my breast. They will just kind of remove the lump from me. But then after that, after the detailing of the sonographies and all, they decided that the breast cannot remain. So I didn't question them. I said I want to just go through this. I want to survive this. So they put me on, like they suggested me to remove my breast. So I was just going according to the doctor, and the best treatment, of course, the best doctor. So they really saved my life.
Okay. Um, we had a viewer with us, and past two viewers, they have not viewers, sorry, our speakers. They were very fortunate to have those supporting groups, supporting people. The first thing that most of our speakers mentioned, that it is very important to have those people around you who support you, who lifts you up, because already you are going through a lot, and you don't want people who are very negative and who are like, oh God, kya ho gaya hai tumhe. So, but I want to ask you one thing. What if there's just one person who's battling this, and he or she doesn't have any support? उस सिचुएशन में एक इंसान को क्या करना चाहिए? Where to find that positivity, and what is that thing that keeps them up? Like you said, and why I'm asking this question to you is, when you said that second time when it came, I realized how important self care is. तो आप क्या बताना चाहेंगे हमारे व्यूअर्स को? What, how, if a person is all alone, all by himself, how can a person still take care of himself?
So basically, acceptance is the key. अगर आप accept कर लो fact that this is come and you have to just survive this, keep going, तो आप अपने आप को अपने आप को हीरो बन सकते हो, आप अपने आप की सपोर्टर बन सकते हो. When you start loving yourself, of course, caring for yourself, and keep reminding yourself to cancer can go, and of course you get so all the strength and courage to face it, the cancer can do.
So you need to gather all the courage and strength, right?
Right.
आपने वो courage कहाँ से पाया, if I may ask?
Of course. See, as I told you that मुझे लग रहा था ये मेरी जंग है, मुझे लड़नी है, क्योंकि मेरे बच्चे छोटे थे उस time. So I didn't want them to suffer with me. But of course, उनके support से, like my daughter, she would always tell me, Mama, don't worry, even if you're bald, you're beautiful. She kept
How sweet. How sweet.
And then your hair will come back. I had long hair, so I lost my long hair. So when she would say, when you get back your hair, you will look like a little girl. So that kept me going. So I think I'm looking like a little girl now.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned, you have a 21-year-old son, right?
Yeah. So,
बिल्कुल नहीं लगता है.
उस time in fact he was entering college life, he was having the first year, the rose days, the chocolate days, and मेरे chemo days and radiation days too. So we would be worried, like, Mom, can I come with you for a therapy, or should I accompany you? I said, nothing, doing. You go to college. In fact, मेरे लिए भी chocolate लेके आना, मेरे लिए भी rose days.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet.
मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि ठीक है, this is my battle, I will win this, but of course that's a fact, but I didn't want them to suffer with.
ट्रस्ट मी, मतलब वो इतना ज्यादा एनर्जी और इतना ज्यादा पॉजिटिविटी लाना और इतना ज्यादा करेज दैट मेनी पीपल दे just yeah they're shattered when they even get to know. But how you handled this was so beautifully. You did that.
So
Some
you know what?
amazing work that he did. And also, you mentioned, I remember one of the incidents where you mentioned that you were going to attend a wedding and you were seeing someone. So, can you please share that incident with us?
Yes, of course. I was telling like my closest cousin for wedding now. So first I thought I shouldn't go, but I said then I'm facing cancer so strongly, so openly. So why not face people also? You know. So वहाँ पे the salon people had come, all were getting ready, making their hairstyles and everything. So I said चल सिर पे बाल नहीं है तो क्या हुआ? Face तो beautiful है, let's get the makeup done. So, and you know what? I really say that when you're going through a trauma or something, when you say that, when they say that when you're given the darkest time, you're even gifted with stars. So,
Absolutely.
God gifted me a very, great sense of humor. तो मैं जैसे अपना अपना खुद का भी मजाक उड़ाने लगी अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करने लगी तो इट वाज ईजियर rather than making it heavy for me make with a heavy heart attending weddings or something. I made my own, मैंने अपने आप को कंट्रोल किया and I made sense of humor के साथ थोड़ा I went to I feel to it very easy.
तो आर यू ट्राइंग टू से कि जो एक वो मास्क हम बाहर लोगों के लिए पहन के निकलते हैं, आपने वो मास्क हटाया है एंड यू वर with your own self, be you. And when you are in touch with your own self, that's where you find the positivity and you can win any battle.
Yeah. So I'm a little filmy also, So I was watching English, and Sridevi का एक dialogue था कि that guy जो लड़का था जो when she meets him in America, उसने उसको उससे प्यार करना सिखाया श्रीदेवी को अपनी खुद से he made Sridevi feel beautiful. So
Yes.
Same way, cancer made me feel beautiful, like उसने मुझे cancer was tough, but as I say, I was also I had become so tough that cancer was every day teaching me something or the other. मेरे potentials क्या है, मेरी strength क्या है, वो मेरे सामने आता जा रहा था कैंसर की वजह से, and it was making me fearless day by day.
इतनी खूबसूरती से आपने ये बोला कि जब इतनी खतरनाक बीमारी किसी को होती है पर आप उसमें से भी कितना कुछ सीख सकते हैं. You can count your blessings provided if you're interested in it. Instead of just seeing the darkness, you can still keep a hold on that particular just a ray of hope. It can bring so much of difference in your life. So, Deepa, today is 5th September and it's a Teacher's Day. By the way, happy Teacher's Day to all of you, to our viewers. I would want to ask you कि आपकी लाइफ में वो एक टीचर कौन था जो आपको लगा कि अगर वो नहीं होता या उसने मुझे गाइड किया.
So my guardian angel, I can call her, with my elder sister. Then I used to hide my pain or my fears from my family, like living with so I don't want them to suffer with me. But ऐसा हो ही जाता था that she would call me when I was supposing in tears or supposing I was low after chemotherapy or a radiation therapy. She would just call me from nowhere. So, I always used to feel when, that when God is put you in this position, he will make you like, pass it also to you.
Sorry to interrupt you, Deepa. Your voice is breaking up today.
Now you can hear me?
Yeah, better.
Yeah. So as I told you that if God puts you in a difficult situation, He also helps you sail through it also. So ऐसा होता था that my sister would call me from nowhere, and she would talk to me and she would calm me down. She would always tell me this will also pass. So वो एक होता है ना कि इससे ये बन गया था तो टेलीपैथी हो जाती थी उससे. So she was like a teacher to me. She always मैं सोचती थी जितना मैं अपने आप को फोकस कर लूँ rather than complaining and whining. I didn't want to be like that. और caregivers के भी तो वो trauma हो जाता है. See, with cancer, we are suffering, we know our suffering. But what about the caregivers? Even they are suffering with us simultaneously. So मेरा एक मोटा बन गया था कि I will not let them suffer. But my sister was like, the telepathy teacher would always call me. She was a great teacher. She helped me sail through this.
So दीपा, जब आप एक कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट से गुजर रहे होते हैं, the doses are such that you go through a lot of emotional ups and downs, हॉर्मोन्स का अप्स एंड डाउन्स हो रहा होता है. सो डेफिनेटली आपके केस में भी एक वो लो स्टेट रहे होंगे. सो उस लो स्टेट में आप, what was that thing that brought you up? Was it the support from your family? Was it just your own self? How did you cope up with that?
जी, अब मैं अपने आप को डाइवर्ट करने की बहुत कोशिश कर रही हूँ. इट वाज माय ओन सेल्फ, माय टू गाइड माय सेल्फ. मतलब आज अगर कीमोथेरेपी करा के आई हूँ, आई नो दैट what are the side effects of this, the bitter mouth or something, whatever is going to happen to me. But I would divert myself. I would say people, अभी जैसे I know that tomorrow is my chemotherapy, I want to just eat my favorite food. तो एक दिन पहले मैं कुछ सारा कुछ खा के अपने आप को खुश कर देती. तो I didn't want to, कि मुझे कुछ डिप्राइव होना है. अगर मैं 2-3 दिन बैठते हूँ या विल बी वीक, तो एक दिन पहले ही मूवी देख के आ जाती है. मुझे लगी लाइक जैसे बोलते हैं ना एग्जाम के लिए तैयारी करते हैं, वैसे मैं पहले से सब तैयारी करती थी. तो मेरा एक माइंड सेट अच्छा हो जाता है. तो एक पॉजिटिव माइंड सेट बहुत जरूरी है. And you can only help yourself. Because they say God helps those who help themselves.
Absolutely. So people, divert your mind and just figure out those lists जो आपको up रखती हैं, and you know it, right? So even the times are tough और कोई support नहीं मिल रहा है, the only person who can save you is just you yourself. I have some inspiration from Deepa, and I'm sure आपको कुछ ना कुछ जरूर मिलेगा. So Deepa, we have one question from our viewer that what part did you find difficult to handle during treatment? Family support, own emotions, hospitals, doctors, relatives, finance, what?
Of course, financially, you are hit very hard, During, you're not prepared for that, and you're hit financially. I felt financially thoda, because बाकी सब I could really, ये भी हो गया, वो भी हो गया, mindset अच्छा positive हो गया, but yes, थोड़ा financially I faced with like trouble.
Okay. सो सिंस आप सेल्फ लव के बारे में आपके पूरी टॉक में वो चीज़ दिखती है, मैंने हमेशा अपने आप को पेप अप रखा है. वुड यू लाइक टू शेयर सम इनसाइट हाउ टू कीप योरसेल्फ पेप्ड अप?
Of course, जैसे अभी पहले जैसे I told you I was like a single housewife, always kept my family first, and जैसे उनके हिसाब से ही चलती थी. पर अभी जब भगवान ने second innings दी है, so every moment I live, every moment. अगर मूवी जाना है, nobody is agreeing. I'm going alone. I'm एक ticket दो भैया. I want to go watch a movie.
ओके. एंड ऑल्सो यू सेड कि जब आप अपनी ट्रीटमेंट के लिए जाते थे तो आप हमेशा डेक्ड अप होके जाते थे, नॉट लाइक अरे यार क्या कीमोथेरेपी हो रही है. सो व्हाट वाज द फंडा बिहाइंड दैट?
See, basically, you know what? I always kept my. I am very fond of applying lipstick and wearing kajal. So मैं surgery में भी जा रही थी. I was seeing sad faces. मेरे husband, my son, my sister. I said इनको भी थोड़ा पेपर करके आती हूँ. I said मेरा kajal lipstick pass करो. I'll put that on. I go for the surgery. Maybe the doctors answer me inside. I was wanting to set them up also. With me. So मैं हमेशा I would be ready, and because when you're ready, you cannot, if you're getting ready, suppose you have to go for a marriage. So how you say you want to get ready? So I was always ready for everything. I had to take, I was always ready. Chemo हो, radiation हो. उधर भी मैं when they to mark me with a pen, for the radiation. They do some marking, where they have to put the radiation. So I make fun with them also. I say tattoo अच्छी तरह बना, अच्छी तरह selfie to my family. And I have to make sure I send a healing selfie to them. I said I'm fine. तुम लोग भाई प्लीज अभी घर बैठ के वो रोना धोना मत करना, मैं ठीक हूँ. So I just wanted everything to go smoothly, for them also and for me also.
So Deepa, I'm just curious that आप इतने sarcastic और इतने कॉमेडी उस फ्रंट पे आ गए, ह्यूमर के उसमें आ गए. So what do you think? You always had it within you, or was it something जो बाद में आया?
Of course, बात वाला देता है तो सब पार्ट ही देता है. तो सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर भी दे दिया, इतना सारा करेज दे दिया, इतना सारा स्ट्रेंथ दे दिया, And of course, I was not, like, I was very shy. I couldn't talk to anybody openly. But this all cancer has really, getting in disguise, it has really changed me. I can really be like myself now. पहले बहुत अपने आप को सप्रेस करना, ना बात करना, but now I'm myself.
So is it always that वो बड़ा झटका लगना जरूरी होता है? Or is it something that we can imply बिना झटके लगे?
Actually, बिना झटके लगे हो जाए तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन अगर झटका लग चुका है तो बड़ी जोर से लगा है तो उसको फेस करना है. तो जोर से झटका लग गया तो उसको वो झटके को पहले तो उसको भी झटका दे दिया तो वो भी एकदम से बोला है ये तो ये शेरनी बन गई. तो दूसरी बार आया कैंसर तो हमारे साथ तो शेरनी को दे रहा है.
वाह क्या बात है. So दीपा जैसे कि आपने बताया you were very shy, right? And आप बात भी नहीं करते थे. Then how come ये रेडियो जॉकी और अवेयरनेस इवेंट्स इन सब में जाना कैसे शुरू हुआ?
Basically, I wanted to be a ray of hope because मेरे पे भी थी. I can feel for the other people who are feeling in the same boat. I can really relate to your feelings. I wanted to be a sunshine in a human form in your life. Like rainbow. Because I was going, I really didn't have somebody. Of course, was there, and my foot like my doctor, when I was very sad from losing my hair, he said, "Don't worry, beta, your hair will come back. You will feel." तो वो एक बार भी कोई बोल देता है ना, आप छलांग मार के आगे जाते हैं. अरे हाँ डॉक्टर ने बोल दिया या इस कराने ने ऐसा बोल दिया है कि अच्छा होगा, तो दैट कीप्स यू गोइंग. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है आई शुड रियली हेल्प पीपल. आई वांट टू बी रियली sunshine in a human form in their life. I want to give them a ray of hope कि मैं जैसे ठीक हो सकती हूँ, मैं बदल सकती हूँ, तो आप भी जरूर कर सकते.
जरूरत है तो सिर्फ एक उस इंसान की बात सुनना जो आपको कुछ बोल रहा है. Instead of just cribbing, just see what you have, right?
Yes, so they say na usually the difficult roads leads to beautiful destinations. So that is you have to see. So भले अभी difficult है, but that will of course you will see something. There's always a light in the end of the tunnel. I think.
Absolutely. So what post cancer? मतलब क्या आपकी लाइफ में चेंजेस आए?
Of course बहुत सारी changes आए. अभी तो मैं थोड़ी fashionable भी हो गई हूँ. And simple बाल करने. No, now I have time for everything now. मूवी भी देखना है, बच्चों को भी संभालना है, काम भी करना. Means all changes, positive changes. Not to be like अपने आप को suppress नहीं करना है. Nothing doing. First, self love, of course, love yourself for everything. जब of course आप जब भी you इतनी दिक्कत से गुजरते हैं आप, तब आपको रियलाइज होता है कि सब मोमेंट्स कितने प्रेशियस होते हैं. हम लाइफ को कितना ग्रांटेड ले लेते हैं. But when you're on that chemotherapy, when you're in radiation, you think, I should be in a wall, I should be in a movie now. So वो टाइम पे ऐसा लगा था जैसे ही खत्म होगा मैं तो जा रही हूँ मूवी देखने.
और आप जाते भी थे, right? That's the best part because usually people forget कि हाँ हमने ऐसा कुछ अपने आप को भी promise किया था.
And during radiation मुझे बहुत सी चीजें मना थी. But my children would not eat because of me. I was not able to swallow. I would like चलो बटर चिकन लाओ, पानी रखो, खाओ और पानी पी लो. उनको लगना नहीं चाहिए था मम्मा को कुछ हो रहा है. Because it's heartbreaking for the kids to see their mom suffering. Now my mom is very elderly. She just has a fever. I call her 10 times. So what about my children? They were so small, seeing their mom going through cancer, bald. It was difficult, but I used to make things very light in that.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that's all.
So जैसे आपने बोला कि आप चिकन भी खाते थे, ये भी खाते थे. What was your doctor's reaction to that?
डॉक्टर से एक से इतना बोला था कि थोड़ा सा खाऊंगी बच्चों का दिल रखने के लिए. It was a little difficult to swallowing. So वो पानी पी लेना, सिरप ले लेना. So I would make them कि भाई चलो मम्मा को अगर चक्कर आ रहा है या वॉमिट हो रही है ना, दवाई लेके उनके सामने ना कि I'm fine. Because I was like, I have to just pass through this. This shall pass. I would just tell myself, this shall pass through. So they would always, see their mom happy, so their state of mind was also happy.
So they say that, what your thoughts are, you are that person. I guess that suits you एकदम perfectly. जो आपने अपने thoughts को रखा, they were all positive, and that is the reason that no matter what came, तो ये कैंसर की शेरनी एकदम से वहां पे थी उसको फेस करने के लिए, राइट? So, Deepa, we have one more question. Did you find people react to cancer in a wrong way? More sympathy, pity reaction?
Yeah, see, there are mixed reactions actually. Some people really, they really want to help you out, but some people don't accept कि भाई इस फलाने को कैंसर है, तो वो कुछ शर्म की बात है. अगर मैं फेस करना चाहती हूँ कैंसर को स्ट्रॉन्ग, I will, openly face the people. Some people were there, जैसे मैं विक पहनती थी, तो वो बोलते थे अरे तू तो पुराने जमाने की हीरोइन लग रही है. तो मैं उसको उनका जवाब देती थी हीरोइन तो लग रही हूँ ना, भले पुराने जमाने. वो भी एक पूरी अलग मजा था करता है. तो ऐसे थे लोग, बट अच्छे लोग भी थे ऑफकोर्स, वेल विशर्स हैं. तो वो तो एक बार बोलते ना कुछ चीज ऐसी होती है जिसपे.
So, one more question. How did you keep yourself busy so that you can divert attention from all the negativity cancer brings with itself? Because, it is, हम बोल देते हैं कि हम हमेशा positive रहेंगे. But even those people who are very positive in life, there comes a time when you go down. तो उसको कैसे ऊपर रखें? How you kept yourself lifted? मतलब, I guess I'm asking this question again. But,
या ऑफ कोर्स देखो, आपको लो बहुत फील होगा, अंदर से आपको लगेगा मैं टूट चुकी हूँ. बट यू नो व्हाट, जब आप अपने बच्चों को देखते हो या फैमिली को देखते हो, यू वांट टू जस्ट वांट टू सर्वाइव. आपको ऐसे अपने अंदर से एक आवाज आती है नहीं, ये दिन भी जाएंगे, ये दिन भी जाएंगे. तो वो जो आगे का चीज आपको देखना है कि आई एम फाइन, आई हैव कम आउट, आई हैव इमर्ज्ड विक्टोरियस, दैट विल हेल्प अस. मुझे लोग भी कभी कभी फील होता है. तो वही है, जैसे मूवी चले जाओ, शॉपिंग चले जाओ, अपने आप को एक रूम में बंद करके सीलिंग को देख के मत सोचो कि अभी ये सब एंड है. नो, इसके बाद की लाइफ की जो थोड़ी प्लानिंग कर लेते हैं मुझे यहाँ जाने. सो दैट आई made myself very, self just बस happy. I can get myself very happy by going out, by going down also. भले लोग बोले तेरा मुंह क्यों सीधा हुआ है, तेरा ये क्यों है, वो तो मैं अपने आंसर्स रेडी रखती हूँ. I just wanted to be myself.
जैसे कि आपने बताया कि आप एक वेडिंग में गए एंड आप सबको तैयार होते हुए देख रहे हैं. देयर कम्स अ मोमेंट पे लाइक यार मैं ऐसे नहीं, मैं ऐसे क्यों नहीं तैयार हो रही हूँ. बट स्टिल एकदम आपने एकदम ऊपर किया आपने, तो क्या हुआ, आई एम ब्यूटीफुल एंड आई एम हैप्पी एंड आई एम दिस नो मैटर व्हाट, जैसे भी मैं हूँ. बट वो फेस ऑफ करने में कितना करेज लगा? Was it courage or was it something else?
पहले तो मैंने सच बोला कि आई विल नॉट.
Was it courage or was it something else? What?
हिम्मत तो बहुत सही थी. When I see people, I'll face them. मैंने मन में ठान लिया था I'll face them. But when you're in a wedding, there are lots of people from so much, बहुत लोग थे, I have to face them. बट वही था कि अगर मैं ये वेडिंग में नहीं जाती तो मेरे बच्चे भी नहीं जाएंगे. आई डिड नॉट टू डिप्राइव देम. सब कजिन्स मिलके इतने प्लानिंग करे थे, इतने महीनों की तो दिस वेडिंग इज देयर, वी आर ऑल गोना मीट अप देयर, इट वाज अ डेस्टिनेशन वेडिंग. आई डिड नॉट टू डिप्राइव देम. आई सेड उनकी खुशी के लिए मैं तो सबको फेस कर लूंगी. तो दैट्स व्हाट थोड़ा था हिम्मत बहुत बांधी, मन में बहुत समझाया. बच्चों को देखकर मुझे बता दी.
Okay. So, Deepa, post cancer, like you said, that आप रेडियो जॉकीज में गए और आप अवेयरनेस इवेंट्स के भी पार्ट बने. What else? प्रोफेशनल फ्रंट से how was the role? मतलब आपको एकदम कैसे लगा हाउसवाइफ एंगल से निकल के now you were doing something else as well. So, क्या कभी आपको ये लगा कि मैंने इतने साल वेस्ट करे अपने? क्या वो एक फीलिंग आई आपको?
बहुत बड़ी फीलिंग आई. मुझे लगा भगवान जिंदगी नाम तो मिलेगी. आई एम सेइंग आई एम वेरी फिल्मी. सारी पिक्चरों के नाम बोल दो, जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. ऐसे रियली यार, दिस लाइफ इज वेरी प्रेशियस. सो व्हाई नॉट जस्ट मेक यूज ऑफ एवरी मोमेंट. बिकॉज व्हेन आई वाज गोइंग थ्रू कैंसर, अगर आप बोलते 3 साल 4 साल, ऑफ कोर्स विद द ट्रीटमेंट एंड ऑल, you were losing on that. जैसे हम बोलते कि ये दिन में मैं कीमो में जा रही हूँ.
Your voice is breaking up, Deepa.
जैसे ऐसा कीमो में जाना और ऑल में जाना, मूवी में जाना, इट्स सो एक्साइटिंग. I was thinking, I don't want to know any moment. I have to live every moment.
This प्रोफेशनल फ्रंट में जब आप आपने एंट्री करी, कुछ डिफरेंट लगा? और वाज इट मतलब एक होता है, हिचक होती है, आई डोंट नो मैं कर पाऊंगी या नहीं कर पाऊंगी, व्हेन यू डिड दैट रेडियो शो एज वेल, कुछ चीज अंदर से हुई?
बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया था बेसिकली, यू नो, कि आज जैसे से लगता है कि ना आज कुछ सक्सेस करना गलत कॉल दैट यू हैव टू बी ऑन रेडियो। तो पहले 2 मिनट के लगा रेडियो, एक्चुअली मैं व्हाई नॉट गिव इट अ ट्राई, नो आई वांटेड टू गिव माय सेल्फ अ चांस टू डू एवरीथिंग, यू नो, so maybe okay, I'm ready. I wanted to be ready to do everything in life. I don't want to step back because वो बोलते हैं ना अपना क्या बोलते हैं, setback को comeback बना दो. So I'm back with a bang. And again, till me that I was like behaving as a that I was behaving like Kumari Sindhu. I told them also I'm feeling like Vidya Balan now, and I'm talking on radio. So I'm Kumari Sindhu. So it was like I was making fun also. I was enjoying it.
मुझे लग रहा है मेरी म्यूजिक पीड सॉरी मूवी पीडिया एकदम बढ़िया से अपडेट हो गई है.
Yeah, so that helps me also. That really helps.
Absolutely, why not? Right?
That would make me feel good, in fact.
True. So we have one more question with us. That what is your main learning about life after cancer war?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. That live your life every moment. बाद में कुछ नहीं होता है. Don't keep it for tomorrow. कल करे सो आज करे सो अभी. That's my motto now. Don't keep anything for tomorrow. Just do it.
और हम अक्सर इसी चीज में रह जाते हैं कि कोई नहीं, कल कर लेंगे, कोई नहीं. एंड इट इज सो वियर्ड कि अगर हम किसी को अपनी फीलिंग्स भी बताना चाहें या हम किसी से कुछ शेयर भी करना चाहें या कुछ भी जो बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है हमारे लिए, वी फील दैट हमारे पास कल है, बट यू डोंट नो आज हम यहाँ बैठे, नेक्स्ट मोमेंट में क्या होना है. एंड यू आर सो ऑब्वियस एज इफ समथिंग इज रिटन, यू हैव साइंड अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट समवेयर कि नहीं, आई स्टिल हैव 10 years. Why don't we live our life thinking that, you know, what if this is my last moment?
Yes.
But this thought only comes when we go through something, you know, like I said, life changing moment, or agar ek near to death experience agar kisi ko hota hai, that's when something triggers. Why?
वही बोलते ना, झटका भगवान देता है तो झटका देता है, तो वो anything how you say when a storm comes, it's not that, you know, आपको it's going to fall, it's going to take you somewhere, but it's going to put you in the right place. कभी कभी हमारे जिंदगी में कोई तूफान आता है तो शायद हमको सही जगह पे ले जाता है, वो झटका जरूरी होता है.
I guess so. So Deepa, after हाँ
आई
जी,
थिंक कि जो दूसरों के पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस से जो झटके लग रहे हैं हमको, दूसरे पर्सन, यू नो, लेसन फ्रॉम उनको झटका नहीं लगे, ऐसी चीज का हमारे झटके से.
हमारी कोशिश वही है इन टॉक से कि आप सीख लें.
That's exactly, as you know, always share my experience and my story so that अगर किसी को 1-2% उसका फायदा हो सकता है तो why not?
Why not? Yes. एक और सवाल, अगर हमारे सर्कल में कैंसर पर्सन है और वो हमें हमें क्या करना चाहिए उसे हैप्पी या उसको अंदर से पॉजिटिव करने के लिए? बिकॉज मेनी टाइम्स इट हैपेंस कि लाइक यू सेड कि केयर गिवर के लिए भी बहुत यू नो फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग हो जाता है, वो अपनी लाइफ एकदम ही भूल जाते हैं. दे आर ऑल्सो डूइंग अ लॉट, एवरी टाइम कमिंग अप समथिंग न्यू सबके दिमाग में नहीं आता है. So how to, you know, how to keep yourself positive hamisha, and what to do? How can you lift a person up every time?
Yes, hats off to the caregivers. I always say that मुझे also suffer with us. But जैसे अगर उनको जैसे अगर कोई हमारे जैसे how I do radio, you know, जो मेरी रेडियो रिकॉर्डिंग है उसमें से अगर थोड़ी भी कुछ मिल सकती है तो पर्सन, यू नो, की वेन टू अ वेडिंग और शी, यू नो, तो थोड़ा पेपअप करने के लिए दे नीड टू, यू नो, उनकी थेरेपी है, यू नो, जैसे पर्सन हमारे एक्सपीरियंस है, we can share with them, we can connect with them one on one also. I'm so ready to connect with anyone who's suffering. I can tell you, you know, them up by telling them my story, my experience. So उनको उससे थोड़ी भी अगर आशा मिलेगी कि ये become fine, so that really helps. बाकी तो म्यूजिक थेरेपी जो है, and I think wellness centers where they have 7 days, you know, they have program for after chemotherapy. डाइटिशियंस आते हैं, वो भी सेंटर्स आजकल बहुत हेल्प कर रहे हैं. आई
Absolutely.
हर्ड अबाउट दैट.
We had a speaker, Dr. Chaturvedi, and how he mentioned that music was something that always lifted him up, and when he was going through his journey. And yes, I guess we have to ask for help. That at जरिए ढूंढिए जिससे आप uplift हो सकते हैं. Find those people, find those groups, and we have one more partner with us, Love Heals Cancer, where you'll find all those people who are going through the same journey. Because when you see people, it's not you alone in this race or in this journey. There's so many people out there who are going through this journey.
Yeah.
So you can seek help from them. You can learn. And वो एक डायलॉग है, जब आपने मूवी का बोला है तो मुझे भी एक मूवी का डायलॉग याद आया. जब तक आप किसी का हमदर्द नहीं बनते तब तक दर्द आपसे और आप दर्द से कभी दूर नहीं होते. राइट. I guess it is really important to share what you're going through, your pain, your emotions. It's very important. And don't think that सामने वाला बंदा नहीं समझेगा. Maybe someone out there will definitely understand you. So don't keep yourself closed in a cage. कि नहीं है. Just go out there. At least try. Anything else, Deepa, would you like to add here? Specifically, I'm still emphasizing on housewives because, like I said, हम जब भी awareness के लिए जाते हैं rural areas में, we have found this a major challenge actually. वो घर से बाहर भी नहीं निकलती हैं. अगर हम अवेयरनेस करवा भी रहे होते हैं, हम बात भी करते हैं, डोर टू डोर अवेयरनेस की अगर हम बात करते हैं, तो दे सी कि उनकी सास उनको नहीं देख रही, उनके हस्बैंड उनको नहीं देख रहे, और वो चुपचाप से आएंगे, मैम ये कैंप किस चीज़ के लिए लग रहा है, ये किस चीज़ का है, मुझे ये दिक्कत हो रही है. मतलब women are so suppressed that they don't even talk about their what they're going through. And even if you give them those signs and symptoms also, then that triggers them कि कहीं मेरे साथ कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं है. And then they still rely on their husband or someone from the family who will take care of them or who will take them. And I would like to share one incident with our viewers here that when we did screening in one of villages in Noida, so there was this lady who was going through cancer, and while screening we found out that उनका 4th stage cancer है. That lady wanted to live. She said मुझे बचा लो. और जब हमने उनको कॉल किया उनके रूटीन चेकअप के लिए कि क्या वो आ रहे हैं, एंड इट वाज वेरी सैड टू हियर दैट उनके हस्बैंड ने कॉल उठाया एंड ही सेड कि नहीं, वो ट्रीटमेंट के लिए नहीं आएंगी. एंड व्हेन वी आस्क्ड द रीजन व्हाई, ही सेड कि यहाँ मरना तो है ही इसको, तो गांव जाके मरे ज़्यादा बेटर है. यहाँ पे तो हम गाड़ी वाड़ी करेंगे तो हमारे पैसे लगेंगे, एंड वहाँ पे जाके तो चलो 4 आदमी ऐसे ही ले जाएंगे, कहीं भी दफना देंगे. So it was so hard. क्या लाइफ इतनी सस्ती है, क्या वुमेन की लाइफ इतनी सस्ती है. A person who is doing so much, it's not about women or men, but a person who's doing so much for you and your family, how can we still take them for granted? And why I'm again emphasizing on housewife, because बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो वैल्यू करते हैं, बहुत कम लोग होते हैं. So इस दौर में अपने आप को क्या हम फॉर ग्रांटेड ले लें, या अपने लिए खुद खड़े हों? और अगर खुद खड़े होना भी है, हर एक के अंदर करेज नहीं है खुद खड़े होने के लिए. आपने वो करेज कहाँ से ढूंढी?
मैं तो कुछ बोल रही हूँ कि अपनी वैल्यू इतनी अपना बार इतना रेस कर.
Sorry, Deepa, your voice is not audible. It's cracking. हाँ, थोड़ा सा loud, please. I guess something wrong with the network.
Yeah, I think something wrong with the internet. तो वो जो अपना स्टैंडर्ड या जो अपना बार इतना रेस कर लो ना कि आपको खुद को यू डोंट वांट टू सेटल फॉर लेस. But I deserve now the best. I deserve the best. अगर वो माइंड में आ जाता है तो there is no looking back. अब तो जैसे आपके इंस्टेंस बता के उनको अगर किसी का सपोर्ट नहीं है तो वो खुद का स्टैंड लेना ही पड़ेगा. तो अपनी वैल्यू खुद करेंगे. Nothing like that. When you come to know what your value is and अपनी लाइफ कितनी इम्पोर्टेंट है, उसके पीछे तो आप you cannot just look back.
That's very right actually. And Deepa, I must tell you, ये जो हमारा
Never second,
sorry what?
never second for less.
Yeah, never settle for less. But you should know who you are and what you deserve. और अपने आप को कभी भी ये मत समझे that you are less and you don't deserve it. Why don't you deserve it? The question is that. So, Deepa, any message that you would like to share with our viewer? Anything?
Yes, that life is very precious and we are worth it. That we have to celebrate life. It's really worth. And as I said, that never settle for less. ऐसा मत सोचो you're not deserving. Don't feel guilty of anything. Sometimes we are on a guilt trip. Are I'm putting myself first. No, that's not selfish. That's not selfish. That's selfless. That's just love yourself. वाला feeling आना चाहिए. Your motto should be love yourself.
Absolutely. So most of the time हम इस guilt में चले जाते हैं. Am I being that selfish? Because अभी तक तो मैंने ये चीज करी ही नहीं थी. And suddenly if I am thinking about something about myself, oh, how will people think? लोग क्या कहेंगे? तुम तो बहुत selfish हो गई हो, right?
Yes. So never feel the selfish when you're loving yourself. It's very important.
Absolutely true.
और
So
ये
Deep,
लोग क्या करेंगे कुछ भी करें लोग हमें अपनी लाइफ जीनी है वो अभी वापस अगेन हम सुन रही है ना वो सच्ची को गाना था ना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना
बिल्कुल. So, आज तो मेरे अच्छे से म्यूजिक और सब कुछ अपडेट हो गया बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से दीपक. एंड आई मस्ट टेल यू, यू आर वन ऑफ दो स्पीकर्स जो बिल्कुल ही ऑफ ट्रैक जाके जिन्होंने आज हमें self every time we learn something from our speakers. Be it Dr. Chaturvedi's story, jahan pe at the age of 74, he's still so positive, and be it Kajal Pali, who you know faced cancer at a very early age of 19, and how she lost each and every member to cancer, and still she was all zest up and all back there on the field every time fighting, and she's still doing that. And beat Alok Goyal, who was he's one of our trustees, and how beautifully he took the journey, post journey, when he saw everything. The way he just emphasized the journey was so beautiful. And similarly, Deepa, जिस तरीके से आपने ये आज एक पॉइंट लाया है, सेल्फ लव, बहुत खूबसूरती से आपने वो बताया, एंड आई कैन सी इट on your face कि आप वो उस चीज को सिर्फ बोलते नहीं हो, you completely believe in it. And the most important part is that हर कोई ये बोलता है कि why me, but if you listen to those survivor stories, you'll find everyone is doing something in their life today, and they have been fighters, and they have been warriors, and today they figured out something about their life. और अगर आप उनसे पूछो तो उनका सिर्फ एक कहना होता है, अगर मैं उस जर्नी से नहीं गई होती तो मैंने ये डिस्कवर नहीं किया होता. So never lose that ray of hope in your life. Just think, just face life one step at a time, and feel how blessed you are to have this life. And since it doesn't end anything, maybe it brings up an angle or show you an angle which maybe you were missing out. A simple story of a housewife who figured out that this is not me, I am something else. And she finally found out that I can be more. And most importantly, if no one is there to love you, it's you. You can love yourself. And if you have support of your own self, you can do wonders. There's no one who can stop you. चाहे दीपा से ही बात हुई थी, वो अकेले मूवी भी देखने चली जाती थी, and if you'll ask other people, अरे यार अकेले मूवी देखने कौन जाता है? A person who can learn to be alone, I guess उसको किसी और कंपनी की या किसी और चीज की जरूरत नहीं होती है. So don't fear. I know that the journey is really difficult, but keep that light on. Just don't give up. Don't give up. There's so much to life. Just try and understand what you can learn from this. Any last message, Deepa? Anything else?
I always say that, I always feel that I was the chosen one from God. You know, बोलते हैं भगवान हमेशा अपनी बेस्ट स्क्रिप्ट अपने बेस्ट एक्टर को देता है. So I'm his best actor, and I feel here, I proved him. I am my own hero, and in the morning, first thing in the mirror, I see and I say that I am responsible for my own happiness. I don't want to depend on anybody. So I'm my own hero.
That's a very beautiful message, Deepa. Thank you so much. And like I said, कि अगर आप खुद के साथ हैं, there's no one who can defeat you. So don't अपने आप को नीचे, हमेशा ऊपर का सोचे. Think for more. Never settle for less. Like Deepa said, never settle for less because you deserve more. And keep your spirits up.
And
Yes, Deepa?
spirits high and turn pain into power. That's exactly what I did. I turned my pain into my power. I turned the poison into medicine and became very positive.
Thank you, Deepa. Thank you so much for sharing your story today with us. And definitely, I'm charged up. I'm sure people who are seeing this, who are viewing this, they definitely got some inspiration. At least, even if you are there, और अगर हम किसी की जिंदगी में थोड़ा सा भी अगर positivity ला सकते हैं, I guess our job is done. Thank you for sharing your story and wholeheartedly and with this, cheerful face of yours and that beautiful smile. I hope you all the luck and all the smiles. And you have been a great warrior, and I'm sure that you will still be one. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me this platform so that I can share my story and help people around. I am open to be someone's, as I said before, a sunshine in a human form.
So, Deepa, like you said, that you can be one. So, is there any channel of yours or people can reach out if someone is going through something?
Well, I can share my number actually, and as and when I get a call from anyone, I'm associated with any foundations also. As I get a call, I'm always there for them. But I can share my number. If anybody wants to connect with me, I'm available. I'm ready to help. I'm happy to help.
That's so beautiful. Thank you, Deepa. Thank you so much. And for our viewers, I guess we can share the organization with which you are working. And if someone is looking for this pepped up positivity ka ekdam bhandar, do get in touch with Deepa. We'll definitely share her number.
Yes.
And thank you so much to all our viewers for watching this tonight. Thank you so much. Good night.